The final game of the 2006 FIFA World Cup was special for the French national team's captain Zinedine Zidane. The legendary Frenchman had already announced his retirement after the World Cup. At the beginning of the game, Zidane put the French national team ahead with a majestic penalty kick, but later in the game, Italy's Marco Materazzi leveled the score. In extra time, Zidane had an excellent chance to score again. After Billy Sagnol's cross from the right flank, Zidane headed the ball towards the goal, but the Titanic Gianluigi Buffon denied him with an incredible save, shattering Zidane's dream to score a double. Shortly after, Zizou fell for Marco Materazzi's provocation and butt-headed his opponent in the chest, resulting in a red card. The game then went into penalty shootout, where Italy emerged victorious. Who knows, if Zidane had scored his header, perhaps that goal would have led France to victory and made Zizou a two-time world champion. But one of the greatest goalkeepers in history had other plans that night.
Arriva il traversone di Sagnol, cerca Zidane!
The first leg between Inter Milan and Barcelona in the 2010 Champions League semi-final ended with a home victory for the Italian side 3-1. On the 28th minute of the second leg, Inter found themselves down to 10 men due to Thiago Motta's red card. 5 minutes later, Lionel Messi received the ball on the right flank, dribbled to the center and made a skillful shot. Many thought it was a goal, but Inter's goalkeeper Julio Cesar somehow made an incredible save. Barcelona's Gerard Piqué only managed to score a late goal in the second half and the game ended 1-0, which was enough for Inter to move to the final for the historical treble. If Cesar hadn't saved Messi's shot in the first half, Barcelona could have been the team to progress further, and they would have won their second consecutive Champions League title if they could defeat Bayern Munich in the final. Considering that Barcelona won the Champions League in 2011, they, and not Real Madrid, would have become the first club to win the trophy 3 years in a row.
Messi kills it! Oh, terrific effort and a wonderful save by Julio Cesar.
The 2005 Champions League final game remains one of the most epic ones in football history. AC Milan was ahead 3-0 after the first half, seemingly leaving Liverpool with no chance. However, in the second half, the English team made a remarkable comeback, making the score 3-3. The game went into extra time, where in the 170th minute, AC Milan's forward Andrei Shevchenko had an amazing opportunity to snatch the victory for his team, but Liverpool's goalkeeper Jerzy Dudek not only dealt with Shevchenko's header, but blocked the forward's second attempt from even a closer distance as well. Simply incredible. Ironically, in the penalty shootout, Shevchenko was the player to take Milan's last shot, and Dudek was at it again, saving the shot to become the hero of the game and secure the victory for Liverpool. If it weren't for the Polish goalkeeper's heroic play in extra time, Milan might have claimed the trophy. Liverpool's goalkeeper was one of those responsible for making this comeback one of the best in the history of Champions League. The quarter-final game of the Qatar World Cup between Portugal and Morocco's national teams was very emotional. In the first half, the African team took the lead with the help of Youssef and Nesiri's goal, and Portugal had to fight until the end. In the 82nd minute, forward João Felix received a pass from Cristiano Ronaldo and made a dangerous curling shot. Moroccan goalkeeper Yassine Bounou made a heroic save, maintaining the score at 1-0 for his team. In the 91st minute, Cristiano himself could have scored. Ronaldo received a pass on his run and made a shot from the edge of the penalty box, but Bounou shined again. In the end, Morocco celebrated victory, becoming the first African team in history to reach the World Cup semi-finals. As for the legendary Cristiano Ronaldo, he may have missed his last chance to win the World Cup. Just imagine if Portugal had defeated Morocco and then overcome France in the semi-finals. We would have witnessed a final showdown between Messi and Ronaldo in the final. How epic would that be?
João Felix!
That is a terrifically acrobatic save from Bono. Playing in Ronaldo again! Goalkeeper threw out a hand and it was enough.
Spain and the Netherlands faced each other in the final game of the 2010 FIFA World Cup. In the 62nd minute, Arjen Robben had a fantastic opportunity to score. After a brilliant pass from the center of the field, he found himself one-on-one with Iker Casillas. Robben would have easily scored, but Casillas stretched his leg out and made a crucial save for the Spanish team. As a result, the game ended 0-0 in regular time, and later in extra time, Andres Iniesta scored the only goal in the game, securing Spain's first World Cup trophy. If only Robben had managed to score, perhaps it would have been the Netherlands instead of Spain celebrating their first ever World Cup victory.
Arjen Robben is in, and Arjen Robben has been denied by Casillas.
The 2012 Champions League final game against Bayern Munich was incredibly significant for Chelsea. The team desperately wanted to win their first ever Champions League trophy. It happened so that the final game was at Bayern Munich's home stadium, giving them the upper hand. The regular time ended 1-1, and when in extra time Bayern Munich was awarded a penalty, former Chelsea player Arjen Robben stepped up to take it. To the delight of the Londoners, goalkeeper Petr Cech managed to make a crucial save and keep his team in the game. The winner was eventually decided in a penalty shootout where Petr Cech first saved Ivica Olic's shot, after which he diverted Bastian Schweinsteiger's shot onto the crossbar with his fingertips. After all, Didier Drogba scored the decisive goal, bringing Chelsea their long-awaited first victory in the Champions League. It was thanks to Petr Cech that the Blues were able to clinch the win. Despite the home defeat, however, Bayern Munich eventually managed to win the Champions League the following year in London.
För Sika, Arjen Robben. Cech räddar! Han är där, han får taget, han räddar! Peter Cech tar kampen!
Qatari owners bought PSG in 2011 and since then have poured massive amounts of money into the club. However, despite this, the Parisians have managed to reach the Champions League final only once, in 2020, when they faced Bayern Munich, a team that had obliterated all in their path to the final. In the first half, the French club had an excellent opportunity to make the score 1-0. Neymar received a pass and made a good shot on the goal. The Bayern Munich goalkeeper Manuel Neuer saved the shot, but the ball rebounded to Neymar, and the Brazilian, finding himself in a tight angle, tried to pass the ball to Angel Di Maria, who was in front of the empty net. But Neuer bravely jumped at Neymar's feet, blocking the pass. PSG couldn't score in the remaining time of the game, while Bayern managed to steal the victory in the second half with the decisive goal, which was ironically scored by PSG Academy player Kingsley Coman. If not for Neuer's performance, PSG might have already had the Champions League Cup on their team trophy shelf. However, the reality is more than cruel. Despite lavish spendings during transfer windows and having superstars in the team, the French side hasn't won a Champions League title in 13 years. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, why not hit the subscribe button and ring the bell? Not only you will make our day, but you'll also be the VIP of our channel, getting all the latest uploads before anyone else. That's all from me for now, but stick around for more awesome content coming your way right now.